Okay, I thought I'd do another quick one tonight. I haven't shown you how to make water terrains yet. I've shown you before, previously, how to make the ground terrains and how to do like siding and roofing and things like that. So what I wanted to do is just do a quick show you on the water terrain. So how water terrains work is it's an animated file. It's still the same dimensions. It's 128 pixels by 128 pixels. However, instead of making it long to add extra height, like you were doing a brick wall or a ground and you wanted a top tile like a grass and then the next tile down like a soil, the next tile down like a rock or whatever, instead of doing that, you go sideways. And then what sideways does is play an animation. So what you can do is, like I've done here, is you just lay out all these layers into this animation file. These were all other individual images that I rendered out and applied filters to and made it's kind of sequential. You can kind of see how it's going to go. It's going to kind of just drift. I'm hoping it works well. I haven't previewed this. So what I'm going to do now is just add the last two in here. Water 9. Insert as a new layer. Then I'm just going to drag it over to here. I have snap 2 on, so when I put it up there, it just snaps. Crit is really good for that. If you enable it, it just lines up perfectly. And then I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more to make sure I don't have a white space when I end this. There we go. And then we're going to bring in that one again. So what I'm doing is doubling up on my frames so that it slows down the animation because I want the water here to just kind of ripple a little slower than what I did with my mud. My mud was going pretty quick. I'm going to end up redoing it and make it really slow. However, this should be good. I just want to make sure I'm lined up. Yep. Perfect. Okay. There we are. So now I've got this animation strip. All I need to do is go Layer, Flatten Image, File, Save As, and I'm going to export this as a PNG image, and I'm going to call this what am I going to call it? Just blue water 1. And we're just going to save it in my Bakin 2-pack. Save it as a high quality. Cool. Then we're also going to go File, Save As, and I actually want to call it Blue Water 1. I'm actually just going to call it Water Temp. And I'm going to save it as a Krita project file. Where are we here? Krita, there we are. Krita document. Now you can actually save as a Photoshop document, I believe, in here. I haven't done it though because it's proprietary. I think it's a plug-on that you have to do. I don't think it does it natively. You can export into it. But I find Krita amazing. I don't need Photoshop. It is so powerful. There's something before the W, sorry. Just get rid of that water temp. Save. File. Close. Alright, now I'm just going to close Krita down. And now what I want to do is I want to go here, Resources, Add to Resources, and I'm going to go right here, Blue Water 1, add an exit. Okay. Now, see it's 2303 here, and so it's doing some super tiling. You need to change that down. 128, perfect. That's what we wanted. Now it's animating. Now I don't have an ambient occlusion light file on it. I haven't mapped it as anything in here. I just simply, and I don't have a normal map for it yet either. I just wanted to see how the animation is going to play out. It looks good. But I think what I'm going to do here is, let's just bring this over. Just to make it look a little bit shinier, I am going to tell it the properties. We're going to go liquid. Yes. Rounded corners, yes. Transversal, yes. But I'm going to go here, type terrain, and change that. Oh, no. Sorry, it's not in there. Where is it? Material map right there. Sorry. Material map, and I am just going to make it, let's make it metal so it shines. It's a bit darker. I don't like that. Marble. Marble looks good. A little shinier. Okay. Now I'm going to be building my own ambient occlusion, and I am going to be adding to it a bump map to kind of make some waves, or sorry, a normal map. But for right now, B water 1, and what I'm going to do is just zoom out here. I'm going to just paint it down the middle. See how that looks. Yeah, I've also fixed the line that I was having with terrain in the last video, so we're just going to give this a play. And we're just going to see how that water looks without even adding anything to it. So, zoom in a little bit. See, it's not bad. It doesn't match up, of course, my coloring to my wave that I did here, but it's a fairly generic rippling water pattern. Not bad. I could stand some work on it. The one thing that I don't like is it's got this edge. It's not seamless. You can see that edge because the pattern is animated and changing. But if I made the flow of this white sun glisten, if I made that not come in from there, but maybe appeared from the center and rippled out how the stock, let's see, I'll show you the stock water texture. See, they're kind of, they don't move around too much. They just shimmy and grow and disappear. So their wave ripple looks really good when you zoom in close on it. When you zoom out, it looks fairly patterned, just like we were talking in the last video about things showing a pattern. But it's a pretty good wave that they've done, what they've worked with. Now they also have an ambient light on it, and they also have a bump map, and I've done none of that for this. So I'll play around with it a bit more, but I wanted to show you how to make your own water textures. I won't include any in the Bakin Pack 2 unless I get them where I'm happy with them, but they're going to take a lot more work, right? It's just nature of the beast. And then quickly over here, you can see how nice this terrain looks now. Like that normal map is working well. You've got a nice bump pattern here. The grass looks a little more three-dimensional. It looks really good. You can zoom in on it a bit more. You can see it looks patchy. The ground looks great. And then you come up here and you can actually see how nice that normal map, starting to get a little pixely there, but zoom out a little bit. You can see how nice that normal map looks on that terrain. So, and how nice that grass looks on the top of that terrain. Like, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to do for this one, and we will see you in the next one.